Working out with intensity is awesome, but some days you need lighter, more recovery days. This workout focuses on higher reps, lighter weight, body weight training, and stability. So if you're ready, grab some dumbbells and a mat. I'm using a step, but you can use a chair, and let's get started. All right, let's get warmed up. Up and down. So feet are about hip width apart. Just getting those shoulders warm. Good, 2 more. Now bring the arms like a goalpost, go side to side, bend those knees. Doesn't have to be a big movement, keep your abs pulled in. Now reach and reach. Now take one arm back, then the other. Really reach back as far as you can. Open up the front of that shoulder. 4 more. 2 more. Okay, reach across. Take the hip with you. Hello. You got 4 more. 2 more. Okay, just swing your arms side to side. So today we're going to focus more on higher reps or muscle endurance. So you can go a little bit lighter today. Last 4. Hold and still give me a little squat. Sit back, come up. Doesn't have to be deep. I always call this the assessment period. How do I feel? What's tight? That means I'm old. Round release your back. You wake up, you're like, oh, it's a good day. Nothing hurts today. That's why flexibility and mobility is my goal this year. All the way up. One leg forward and then shift back. Give me that hip hinge. So you feel that nice hamstring stretch. Okay, that same leg and a little circle back. Open up. Take that knee as far back as you can. It's okay if it doesn't go high. Just want to open up that hip. One more. Same leg. Just kind of swing it forward with control, of course. Reach. Reach. We just want to loosen up. One more. Okay, we're going to go into the hip hinge on the other side. Shift back. Is it just me or does that feel good? It's like it hurts so good. Back. Up. All right, now circle that knee out. You got 4 more. 2 more. Okay, we got that leg swing. Just reach. Whoa. Last 4. Last one. Take both arms forward and back. Try to get those arms behind your head if you can. All right, now chest tight. Cross and open. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. 4 more. Okay, goalpost arms. Down and up, down, up. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. 4 more. 2 more. Okay, hand center and give me that twist side to side. So you can always make it bigger if that feels good. You got 4 more. All right, bring those shoulders up to the ears now. Press down. Emphasize the down. Last 4. 2 more. Last one. Okay, so a step. I always use a mini step because it's easier to stack it, but a chair or an ottoman, something stable. It's something to stabilize with, something that's going to give you support. And then like a light, medium, heavy, but my heaviest today is 15. So that's as heavy as I'm going today. 5, 10, 15. Higher rep. Think higher rep. Okay, so we're going to start with upper body. And we'll kind of go back and forth. But we're going to start with upper body. We'll start with those smaller muscle groups first, okay? So I'm going to start with my 5s. So pretty lightweight. Okay, it's all relative to your strength, your endurance. Okay, so thumb in, and we're going to do a front raise. We're going to alternate arm start with your right arm. So a slight bend. Okay, so about chest height. So what you want to make sure is that you're not doing this. If you're having to do that, it means you need to go lighter, okay? All right, take both arms up and down. Just remember, high reps. So if you start feeling it really soon, that means you've gone a little too heavy. Okay, we're going to do what I call the cheerleader move, even though I was never a cheerleader. We're going to go forward and out and down. And then slowly down. Now go out to the side. Out, in, center. So if you're a cheerleader, you can let me know if this is accurate. Remember, keep that slight bend in the elbow. Every time you're going back down, you go down slowly. Control it. Okay, 2 more, both ways. Try to keep those shoulders down. 1 more. Okay, take it all the way up. We only have 4 of these. This is why we have a light weight. 2 more. This gets the back of the shoulder as well. Okay, now pull apart upright row. For some reason, I like to put my thumb on the weight when I do this. I don't know why. So what you want to avoid is this. Okay, see how my hands are higher than my elbows? Right there. Elbows higher than my hands. This gets shoulders and biceps and some forearm. Okay, let's put it together. Cheerleader. Up, out, down slowly. 1 more each way. Okay, so we got that overhead raise. Up and down. And then upright row. Down. Can we do it one more time? Yeah? All right. Cheerleader. I've just decided that's what this is called now. Out, in, down. 1 more set each way. Overhead raise. 1 more. Upright row. Okay, so shoulders should be nice and warm. You're going to hinge. Just remember when you hinge to bend those knees. Okay, sit back. So you don't want to look like this. That's a lot of tension on the low back. Bend those knees. Bring your feet inside hip width, elbows high. Kick back. Back and in. You can always sit for this. You just want to make sure you're in a forward lean position. If you're upright, you're getting bicep. So we want to make sure we're opposed to gravity. I'm definitely opposed to gravity. Look at my face. It gets lower and lower every year. Now straighten the arms. Bring it up slowly behind you. So see how my back is flat? I don't want to be curled under or I'm going to feel a lot of low back tension. Now bend those elbows, kick back. A lot of back of the arm. Take those arms down straight. Take it back, shoulder extension. This is back of the shoulder and it's still tricep. Let's do 1 more set. Bend, Kick back. Elbows stay high. 2 more. Bring the arms down. Shoulder extension. 2 more. Last one. Okay, bring yourself up. You're going to need to go a little heavier because this is bicep. We tend to be stronger on bicep. So we're going to do a twisting or supinated bicep curl. So you're going to twist in and then bring it out. So we're getting all those smaller muscle groups first. 2 more like that. And then bring your palms up. So standard grip. You got 3 more. You feel your biceps? 2 more. Last one. We're going to go back to that twisted grip. So turn it in. What I like about this one is it gets the forearm as well, which is important. I know we don't often think about things like our shins and our forearms, but that's the link to that muscle, okay? Now down, and you got 4 of these. Are you starting to feel it? That's a lot of reps. 2 more. 1 more. Twist and grip. 2 of them, only 2. 1 more. Bring it down. Standard grip. You've got 1 more. Keep your wrist straight. Okay. Set that down. Now, a lot of the leg exercises, we're going to do body weight, but feel free to add weight. Okay? I'm going to stick with body weight on lower body. Okay, so turn your feet out. They're wider than hip width, and we're going to start with our squat. That's overall leg, back. So if you have a chair or something where it's not super low, you can always sit back down onto it. So make sure those knees are staying out. You're not caving in, right? You want to shift back. That's why it's good to start with something you can sit back on and think about getting deeper on that squat. You can always change your stance. Okay, now come down for 2. Give me 2 partials at the bottom. Press into those heels. Chest is up, all the way up. Do you like that again? 2 partial. Shoulders back. You could be holding a weight. You could hold it here or here. All the way up. And again. Now go down for 4. Nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. And again for 4. Keep the abs engaged. Let's go back to the 2-2. And go. Down. Up. Up. 2 more. Okay, so we're going to go back to that partial. Come down for 2. Give me 2 partials at the bottom. Drive into both heels evenly. All the way up. 1 more like that. All the way up. Now 4 counts down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Feel those quads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Okay, shake it out a little bit. We're not done with squats. We're going to travel this a little bit. So I'm going to move over here. So you can stay down on the squat or you can come in between each one. So squat, even if it's a half squat, take 2 steps and then tap back, and in. Squat again. Go. Tap back. It's like a lunge, but that leg stays straight. You can bend it if you like. Step back. Watch this knee, keep it stable, and go again. If you slide that foot in, you get a little inner thigh resistance there. Go. So you could be up here, and then back. You could bend that leg if you want. Okay, now 2 steps, and then hold it. Pulse for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Go. Pulse for 3. Pause. Go again. If you need to come up, please do. Pulse it. Pause. Go again. You feeling your legs? 1. Remember, most of the weight in your heel. 1 more set each way. Last one. Come back. Pulse. Stand up. Shake it out. You good? You good? Okay, that's a lot of quad. If you're feeling your knees, okay, I want you to think about more weight in your heels, more weight going back as opposed to straight down, or too much weight in the forefoot. Okay, so we're going to do a staggered stance squat. It's kind of like a lunge and a squat. Okay, if you've taken my class, I do it all the time. So you can do it like a kickstand. You go straight down. Okay? You could always just do a regular squat. Or if you've got a something stable, I keep emphasizing the stable, you could put your foot here. Much harder to balance, but you could go down. Okay, only do that if you feel comfortable with it. You can, depending on what you have, that's why I like the mini step, because I can lower it or raise it. So I think I'm going to lower mine 1. So again, I'm not using weight. Please feel free. I'm going to start with your right leg in the lead, okay? So remember, your foot can be down. So just staggered. And then straight down. So if you have weights, you're here. If you're standing with a kickstand, you're here. And of course, if you're doing both legs, you're just doing a squat. But we're trying to emphasize, you could even lift 1 toe. So you're not bringing that knee down if that bothers you at all. Let's see if I can not fall over to show you what not to do, because that's totally why I was doing that. Shoulders back. One more. Okay, this is still your down leg. I want you to tip forward. You're on that leg. That leg has not changed. Okay? Lift and lower. So you're in a forward lean. Here you can be hanging on to something if you feel very wobbly. You can always come back up. Or you could tap back a little bit. Doesn't have to go really high. Keep a slight bend in that leg. This is really good for the hip. If you feel, you might feel it in the foot, the ankle, the knee. That tells you where your weakest link is. You might already know that. I do. Stable. One more. Okay, we got the other side with that staggered stance. So I did mine up here. Remember, you have those other options. I want you to feel good and comfortable with the whichever one you choose, okay? Down, up, down, up. Remember, you could have a little kickstand. Doesn't have to be far back. That knee right over that heel. Straight line. You don't want to do that. because that puts a lot of stress on the knee. So keep it stable. Okay? This is what I like about doing body weight stuff, is I can go up a level on it because I'm not adding more resistance. One more. Okay, so now we got that leg lift. Now this is your down leg, and we're gonna lift the other leg. And you might find you have better balance on one side than the other. Totally normal. So you're tipping from the hip. Sometimes I'll see this, or somebody starts to round trying to get their shoulders down without realizing they're doing it, because your eyes are telling you you're getting closer to the floor, right? But it's all about that hip. Always a good idea to work your balance. That's why I try to integrate it so often. Plus, whenever you're working a single leg, you don't have that dominant side always trying to take over everything, because it'll try to take over. And that weaker side never gets stronger. One more. Okay. Give you a break on the legs. So I'm going to put my riser back in. And of course, get some water if you need it. We got some rows. Bent over rows, one arm. That's why I only have one heavier weight. And then I'm going to grab my lighter weight. I'm going to do my 5s. I'm just going to do one, because we're going to do one side then the other. And just to be consistent, we're going to start on your right. I'll put this here. Okay, so you don't have to have any kind of platform. You could be here. What I like about a platform is that you've got more support for the low back. And the more parallel to the floor you are, the better. All right. Flat, feet wide. You don't want to be really close together because then you end up rounding. So step apart and then come up for 4, 3, 2, 1, down. So notice I start with my shoulder blade and then my hand comes up. The hand is just pulling the weight. I'm not pulling with my bicep. Okay, one more really slow. Okay, turn that thumb in. Give me a 2-2 count. So you may find this is a harder position. Try to get that elbow out to the side. One more. Okay, palm in. 4-4 count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. One more like that. Get that elbow back and in. Okay, thumb in. 2-2 count. Keep the abs engaged because they're supporting the back. 2 more. Last one. Okay, set that down. Grab that lighter weight. Now the reason I grab 5s on this is I'll show you this exercise right here, right there. That's the harder one. We're going to go here, here, and let me step my feet in. Here, like we did earlier. So make sure your feet are not in the way. Okay? All right, here we go. This is the harder one right here. And down. Out to the side. And then back. And then back out to the side. And then overhead. Out to the side. Don't worry if you can't get really high with that weight. Just try to get that elbow shoulder level if you can. It doesn't have to go way up there. Okay, one more round. I'm going to give you a rest for your low back because it's a long time in a hinge. Make sure you're giving yourself that support with that hand. Out to the side. And then stand up. Nice job. Okay, so I'll give you a rest there. So while we're resting, Bring your feet together and then just go up on the toes and down. Little calf raises. Now, depending on what shoes you're wearing, try to get as high on your toes as you can. Sometimes I like to rock my toes up. Now, if you're on like shag carpeting or something, you might be having trouble balancing. I don't know, is shag carpeting back in? I don't know, it seems like all the decades are in right now. I'm confused by it. Okay, here's 4. I'm like, free for all, let's have it. 1 more. Okay, so let's go the other way. We got that row. We're on the other side. So we got that heavier weight. You've got your support. Hopefully you have something to help stabilize you. Come up for 4. Start with that shoulder blade and down. So you want to start by pulling that shoulder blade back and in and down. Feet apart, nice flat back. Okay, thumb in, 2-2. Out to the side and down. Out to the side and down. So my thumb is in, my elbow is out. Okay, palm in, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. And again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumb in, 2-2. Two more. Then we'll grab that lighter weight. 1 more. Okay, set it down. Stand up, give your low back a little rest. Just remember, whenever you're in positions like that, over time you do get stronger. You do build that strength. But if it bothers you, definitely take breaks. You got to work up to it. You can even have something higher instead of something so flat. Okay, so remember, we got that overhead, out, back, out. Okay? Gonna keep it nice and slow. Feet apart, up and down, out to the side. Make sure your legs are out of the way. Oh, I stepped too wide. Back. And then out to the side. Just do what you can do. Slight bend in that elbow. So we still have a flat back. That's gonna less pressure on that low back. Out to the side. And then back. Come up whenever you need to. Out to the side. We got 1 more. Overhead. Out to the side. And then back. Out to the side. Okay. Roll yourself up. Okay, so we got those calf raises again. You could be holding weight on this if you want to. Okay. Going up on the ball of the foot, up and down. High as you can go. Make sure that mic is not so close you hear every breath I'm taking here. Four more. Okay, we got to pulse this. I stepped in a little bit. Up, up. Now this is one of those muscles that's like a burning muscle, right? Hamstring, calf, they start to burn. 4, 3, 2, rest. You can flex that foot if that feels tight. That helps release that a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do more leg. A little more leg. Okay, so we got to kick back, kind of like when we did this, but we're going to be down. We've done this before if you've taken my class. If you don't have anything to support you, if you don't have a platform, you could do this hands and knees, of course. I'm just trying to make it easier to get in and out of it. Okay, so down here. So your right leg is down and lift. So I'm very flat. My step is pretty low. You could be higher up. So obviously I'm standing on a bent leg. You could even be up against a wall, okay? Just think of lifting with the glute, and the low back is gonna help. They always kind of work together. They're partners, okay? But think about lifting with that glute. Squeeze your glute to come, and then back down, guide it down. Don't just release and let it flop down. Okay, so right now the leg is straight, but bring that knee in and then back. So obviously core's working here to support you in this position. You might feel your shoulders and your chest. Okay, you got 2 more. Last one. Okay, step in, roll yourself up, give your low back a little break. I get it. Make sure you don't stand up too fast. I'm gonna walk to the other side so you can see me better. We're gonna go to the other foot. So now your left leg is down, and then lift, and down, lift. So oftentimes, I'm always looking around when I'm teaching in classes. And the number one thing that I see anytime we're in a downward position like this is people will drop their head and look back. You want to keep that neck straight in line with the rest of your spine. Just look a little slightly forward and down. So you don't want to drop your chin. You know how they always say you should be able to fit like an orange or something under your chin. I don't know why it's always fruit. Okay. We're not talking like a cutie orange here. We're talking like a good size orange. Okay, bring that knee in. If we're going to measure fruit. Back. You're definitely going to feel both sides. One side is holding you up and stabilizing, and the other side, of course, is moving back. You got 2 more. Last one. Okay, set it down. Yeah, ow is how I feel. Yeah. Okay, walk around. Let it go a little bit. Okay, so now we get to sit. Sitting is what gets me in trouble because that's when I get stiff. So we're going to do a little bit of core. I'm trying to decide what weight I want to use. I'm going to do my 5. Okay, well, nobody needs to hear this girl sing. Okay, there's a reason they put me in the very back in choir. And they're like, don't put her anywhere near the mic. Okay, feet hip width apart. I want you to turn. So it's basically a seated version of a Russian twist, right? You could do this on the floor. More challenging. So think about bringing that elbow to your side. So my chest is following that dumbbell. Only 1 more each way. Okay, we're going to take that weight overhead and lift one leg and then the other leg. Doesn't matter which leg. 1 more. We're going to go back to that Russian twist. And then press up. Lift one leg. You could lift the whole leg. Okay, feet apart. Give me a figure 8. What I like about the seated version of this is when you're standing, there's a tendency to let your hips go with you. And this is a little more isolation. So it doesn't have to be high. Think wide. You can put the weight down if this is too much. 8, 7. 4 more. Hold it there. Rest. Are you good? Put that weight in your right hand. I got to keep that straight. You would think I'd know after all this time. Bring it up. Stabilize that elbow, okay? And then I'm going to bring it down and up. Tricep. Up. So you could always have it here. You don't have to stabilize at all, but if you feel like your elbow is kind of all over the place, that's when I like to stabilize. Sitting up really tall. 2 more. You remember those partials? They're back to haunt us. Bring it down. Now 2 partials from the bottom, right there. See, it's about level with my elbow, all the way up. And you got 3 more. Down. Partial, all the way up. 2 more. Here, I'm just going to move my hand so you can see me better. It's definitely easier to stabilize with a lighter weight. That makes sense, doesn't it? All the way up. Okay, we're going to repeat that little core segment. So if you find that felt like too much weight, put it down. Okay, there is still benefit without weight. Feet apart. Right up here, we're going to go this way first. Russian twist. Now those abs are tight. Okay, now press overhead. Lift one knee and the other. Remember, you're sitting up really tall. So this is a pretty lightweight for our shoulders. Okay, Russian twist. You got 4. And then press overhead. I went faster on that one. I just felt like it. Okay, figure 8. I'm like, I'm gonna jazz it up. So it shouldn't just be your arms. Okay? If you feel like you can't turn with it, put the weight down and just turn, okay? 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're on the other arm. Your left. Bring it up. Stabilize. Okay? Take it down for 2. Down. Up. So that elbow shouldn't be here. Okay? It should be back here. Up. That's another reason why holding the arm like that helps. We're still sitting up tall. Got 2 more. Okay, down 2 and those 2 partials. Halfway, all the way up. Full extension of the elbow. Down, partial, all the way up. 2 more. All the way up. Here's your last one. All the way up. Okay, bring that down. Nice job. Okay, I'm going to set that down. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to, as much as I love disco, I'm going to change the music to something a little more spa-like. And then we're going to do seated stretching. How's that? Get some water if you need to or you just want to. Water's always a good idea. Oh, he's counting down. Okay. My favorite part. The only reason I work out is so I can stretch. Okay, so take your right foot and put it on your thigh. Now, for some people, they're just like, whoa, that's deep. Totally fine if that's you. And it really depends on how low, you are sitting. Higher up is you might not feel it as deeply. I'm pretty low in this chair, and my hips are tight today. So I put a little gentle pressure here, see how I feel. And if I feel like I can add a little more, I lean forward without rounding my upper back. I don't want to do this. I want to press forward so I feel that hip. I did a lot of sitting. I was on my computer for hours and hours and hours the last few days, which was a mistake. You should take breaks. I know better. So just think of relaxing. Try not to tense up. Don't take it to a place where you feel like you're tensing up. Try to relax into it. That's what we're doing when we're stretching. Just relaxing that muscle. Okay, take that foot out to the side, flexing that toe. It helps if you're at the edge of your seat. I have that effect on people. What is she going to say next? Don't put any pressure on the knee. Nice hamstring stretch. So you're flexing that quad. Bring yourself up. Okay, let's switch sides. So the side of the foot, so you don't want to be here. Okay, side of your foot, gentle pressure. See, I'm much looser on this side. That's the sign. That's why flexibility and mobility is my goal this year. Your body will give you indications that something is like little red flags like, hey. It doesn't just come out of nowhere. In my experience with my own body, it's like little signs. And we're like, oh, I'll deal with that later. And then later always comes, doesn't it? In a bad way. Oh, nice flat back. Remember, you're not rounding, just pressing forward. All right, take that leg out to the side. All right. Sometimes a tight muscle is a sign of a weak muscle, not just because it's tight. Like stretching is great, but it can also be a sign that your body's trying to protect you, so it will tighten that muscle because it's weak. So think of strengthening that muscle. Bring it up. Okay. So sit up tall. Over to the side. So press down into that hip and really lift up. So now here. Lift up. You're trying to open up this space. That feels good to me. Let's go the other way. Press down into that hip. And then really lift up through your ribs. All right, bring it back to center. Sit up really tall, hand on the opposite thigh. Easy twist, never forcing that. See how much my spine sounds like popcorn. Breathing. And then go the other way. Sit up really tall. Inhale, exhale. Easy, easy, easy. And then bring it center. Okay, so if this feels good to you, I'm going to get this out of the way. You take your feet apart, and then you come down and support. Just let that low back go. Now, if you're on a really low platform, it's kind of hard to get a good range of motion, but if you're on a higher platform, you can let your neck go. If you're on a higher chair, this feels exquisite. Just make sure you're supporting yourself. Let it go. You're releasing that low back. Sometimes I'll even add and just round my back a little bit more. Tuck that chin. And then bring one hand up and then the other. Bring your head up slowly. Big inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much for working out with me today. You guys are wonderful. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye. You did a fantastic job with that workout. I hope you feel good. Now, if you'd like a little bit longer stretch, check out this short stretch routine right here.